The problem we are having is that the committee wants to overrule a decision that was already made, whereas it would be public meetings. It's simple. We are not asking for the end of the world. We are asking that you guys and the Belizean people can be a part of the process so that we can have accountability and transparency. What committee members are trying to do is to politicize it and utilize their power of 4/2 to boycott any decisions or any proposals that the Honorable Rodwell and I can propose. I was not presented with the minutes of the meeting that reflected decisions that were made the last meeting, and therefore I requested that we have a recording of the last meeting to verify this fact. That is all I'm asking for, and that was refused. They want to change the meeting for a different time or a different day. I just need 10 minutes.
Mr. Saldivar said you were provided with the meeting. With the minutes.
I was provided with something that definitely did not reflect what we discussed at the last meeting. And therefore, the Honorable Rodwell, Ferguson, and myself could not accept the minutes of those meetings. It is simple, you know. What is so difficult in providing the committee members with something as basic as the minutes of the meetings? Is it that they don't want to agree to what was agreed to already? We are asking for bipartisan effort. That's all. It is a public document. And I am requesting, I haven't gotten it as yet. I have been asking for it from last week, and I think as the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee, as an area rep and a member of the House of Representatives, both Rodwell Ferguson and myself, we have a right to ask for minutes of the meeting. And because of what was presented does not reflect that, then I am asking for a recording.
It was adjourned because we couldn't agree on the agenda. The chairman had proposed an agenda which the rest of us did not agree with. It was also adjourned because the chairman did not agree with the minutes of the last meeting, which I was not present, but which the members from the government side agree is the minutes of the meeting. So he wants an opportunity to review the transcript. All these meetings are recorded, so we have adjourned to give him an opportunity to review the transcript and satisfy himself that the minutes are accurate.
The chairman of the committee is Mr. Julius Espat, and he invited us to attend the meeting today. We were sitting inside the room, myself, Mr. Requena, and an argument started that we were not supposed to be present in that meeting today. The standing orders is very clear on who can attend these Public Account Committee meetings. And once the committee agrees that you can attend or the public can attend the meetings, then it is allowed. It seems to me that there were only 4 of them present at the last meeting when they appointed the chairman, Mr. Julius Espat. And at that meeting, they agreed that this meeting would be open to the public. But the minutes disappeared. It seems that they could not find the minutes. When the chairman requested the minutes of the meeting, they refused to produce it. And we were asked to leave.
By which representative? I understand it was Mr.
It was Mr. Saldivar.
Okay.
It can't be that this one committee will have powers or have a special set of rules for it that is not in the standing orders at all to operate by. And by that I mean that it should be open to the public and that the chairman should have a free rein to decide on his own what is the agenda and what is the terms of reference.
But you flatly deny that politics was involved in this, or at least you.
No, obviously the PUP is attempting to grandstand. Nobody is playing politics with this issue. But what the member for Cayo South will have to understand is that he kept repeating it again today, that he is led by the people of Cayo South. It's good news for him. He's elected by the people of Cayo South, but in the House he's led by the standing orders of the House. And unless he understands that he's going to have a problem chairing this committee.
But sir, part of the standing orders, I think Section 72, Color Street, does say that strangers would be able to be committed to the House.
Not the House. This is a standing committee, and must be afforded every opportunity to present their views. And therefore, then that means you're invited into the meeting. You present your view, and then you leave the meeting. It's not that these are public meetings. You are invited in the meeting, and that's why the rules calls for you to also state to the clerk your intention to want to address the committee.
If this meeting had gone ahead, what would have been the first issue on your agenda this afternoon?
Well, what we wanted to do was to set out procedural matters. How is it that we would be handling the House Committee, and how will we move forward? What are the procedures to be put in place? how will we handle a simple thing like the minutes of the meeting, which you have seen has now become a major issue or a major stumbling block. What we are trying to do is just clarify these things so that it makes it easier for the process to work. That is what we wanted to do. Set up the procedures as to how we will work. Secondly, we have the Auditor General's report, which is something that was presented to the House. The Auditor General is requesting cooperation from the PAC. All we want to do is to invite the Auditor General so that she can give a presentation, so that she can explain to the committee members and to the people of Belize what her concerns are, and her major concerns. In that report, and I'll give you a clear one, the Auditor General has withdrawn her opinion on the audits. If an auditor refuses to give her opinion on an audit, that sends the wrong signals, and that is enough for us to ask her to come in to explain why. All we want to know is why, as the auditor of $900 million, have you withheld your opinion? Simple. And then from there we can move on.
They are saying that the Auditor General cannot proceed with an opinion of the last auditing of the government, and a letter was sent, according to Julius Espat, invited both the Auditor General and the Financial Secretary to this meeting today. None of them showed up, and rightly so, they were not invited by the committee. And when we reach that stage and we invite them, or we will summon them to come to the meeting, and we are ready to work. We have nothing to hide, but there are procedures and the things, the way you follow, and the chairman need to take it easy to haste there. He come fight. As an old parliamentarian, you don't come to fight. You come to do the people's work, and you do it in accordance with the rules laid out by the standing order.